Okay, we are live and we have 11 people in the chat. How's it looking? How's it sounding? Please give me your comments in the chat to let me know if there's anything you're struggling with, any problems with audio, any problems with uh, video viewership. Uh, Yeah, we are live and we are talking about the top 50. I know I said 50 in the chat, in the title, but let's see how many we get through. We're going to go for 50 top naughtiest idioms in English. Idiom, 惯用语. We've got somebody in the chat, which is great. Let's just confirm that we can hear me. MC Rita, we've got a new subscriber, MC Rita. Never seen her name before, never come across her. But yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a chat, and I'm here to sell my English course. I've been working so hard on this English course recently. I would love to have you guys come along with me on the journey and improve your English together. I'm realizing that my English is somewhat of a commodity to many people in Taiwan. I've been a teacher for 15, 16 years, and I love to share my knowledge with you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put each idiom into the chat and pin it as I talk about it, because I know that many people struggle with having no subtitles. So let's get into the first one. Let's get into the first idiom and let's see how it. Oh, okay. Okay, let me see how this works. So put it into the chat, pin message, and we are starting hot. We are going with get your leg over. Get your leg. Oh, should I warn you that this stream is not safe for work? This stream is maybe going to be a little bit saucy, a little bit spicy, a little bit naughty. So there may be some things that are not suitable for children. But if you look in the chat, look at the pinned comment, you'll see that the first idiom is the one that we have most fun with, to get your leg over. To get your leg over means to do the business, to jump on the good leg is what my ex-wife used to call it. To do the monkey dance, to make love, basically. So an example of how we would use to get your leg over would be a friend would ask you in work on a Monday morning, did you get your leg over on the weekend? Did you make love at the weekend? Did you have sex at the weekend? So get your leg over is a very British idiom that we often use. And let me ask you guys, did you get your leg over recently? Feel free to share with me. Feel free to ignore me, because we're going to fly through these. We're going to fly through these as quickly and as randomly as is possible. So yeah, get your leg over. Oh, we have someone in the chat asking, can I get my leg over him, please? Again, I don't know why once wasn't enough, but if you want one more, then of course we can have one more. Number 2, I've got a feeling 50 is going to be way too many, but 50 is a good title, and I'm sure Ku will. Oh, I have to unpin that one, and then I have to pin that one. Okay, maybe we don't pin every expression. Maybe I'll just put it into the chat. Number 2, like a rat up a drain pipe. Okay, I need to be professional when I'm talking about this. Like a rat up a drain pipe. Now, this actually uses something known as a simile. Now, simile versus metaphor. Let me just explain this in the chat a little bit. Simile versus a metaphor is a good way of using English ways to express yourself. So a simile would be like this example, like a rat up a drain pipe, or it was the weather was so hot, it was like I was on fire. This is what we call a simile, because you're not saying it's actually true, you're just saying it was like it. But a metaphor would be saying something like, the weather was so hot, I was on fire. Now, of course, you are not actually on fire. It's a metaphor. So in this example, saying he was like a rat up a drain pipe. Like a rat up a drain pipe means you were, okay, let's imagine a rat 像一个老鼠进去一个水沟 drain pipe. Now the rat moves quickly, the rat doesn't waste any time. So if you're like a rat up a drain pipe, it means you want to get your leg over as quickly as possible. You don't waste any time, you don't hesitate. You get your rat into the drain pipe as quickly as possible. Oh my goodness, is this a good idea or is this a terrible idea? Number 3. Excuse me while I copy and paste. I'm going to unpin. I'm going to stop with the pinning. The pinning is ridiculous because okay, so I'm going to read out some of the conversation, the chat. Kaylin's text says, I haven't heard some of these British idioms. Rat in the drain pipe. Now, you have to be very careful when using idioms in English because the smallest mistake can really change the meaning of what you're trying to talk about. You have to use every word almost perfectly. So if you say, like a rat up a drain pipe, I'll know exactly what you mean. If you say, a rat in the drain pipe, then it starts to make me question what's going wrong. Like, why is the rat stuck in the drain pipe? Do you have some problem down there where there's a rat stuck in the drain pipe? So yeah, just be careful with every preposition, every adverb, every subject, object. So yeah, like a rat up a drain pipe. Number 3, a bit of how's your father? How's your father? 中文的反义是你的爸爸怎么样？This makes no sense. It's got no explanation. Let me see if I can find an explanation as to why. Apparently it was created by a comedian in the early 1900s who used how's your father on stage instead of saying for sex, for making love, for 做爱 or 炒饭. I guess how's your father probably translates best in Chinese to 做炒饭, to just something you can use to prevent kids from understanding what you're talking about. So yeah, so far we've had get your leg over, rat up a drain pipe, and how's your father. 3 hot, sexy, saucy, naughty ways of saying make love, 做爱 in English. This is one of my favorites. We all know what is horizontal and vertical. Let me see if I can control. Nope. Horizontal jogging. Horizontal jogging or horizontal exercise. This is vertical jogging. When we jog vertically. Horizontal is this way. We don't really jog horizontally. So when you're horizontally jogging, there's only one thing you can be doing, and that's making sweet, sweet love. We've got some examples in the chat. My husband likes to say, like fat boy loves cake. Is that a similar way to describing someone is really into something? Yeah. This is a good example of a simile. So I love stinky tofu like a fat boy loves cake. I love stinky tofu like 英国叔叔 loves beer. If you're comparing yourself to the way someone loves something, then that's what's known as a simile, not a metaphor. So yeah, like a fat boy loves cake, or like a Frenchman loves frogs. Okay, perfect example. I love you so much, just like a fat boy loves cakes. Perfect. Don't forget your plus S on the third person. Die Sangeren, ja S. Yeah. So horizontal jogging is exercise that you do while you're horizontal. So horizontal is, again, making love. You're going to find out in this stream that we have about 50 ways of saying make love, 做爱，做那个，所以一起加油。我们现在到第三个、第四个。So let's go to the next, number 5. Oh, this one is very. This one can be used sexually or can be used in a different way. Let me see how do I get rid of the definition. Option. Nope. Okay. Batten down the hatches. I just got a message on my phone. Oh no, it's okay. Batten down the hatches. To batten down the hatches means to prepare yourself for a typhoon, maybe. Prepare yourself for a war. Like, get yourself ready for something intense that's about to happen. So, batten down the hatches. Maybe if I'm feeling incredibly naughty or incredibly saucy, I'll tell my wife. I was going to say my wife, and she would be very surprised if I told her to batten down the hatches. So batten down the hatches means get ready. Things are about to get dangerous. Things are about to get spicy. So we've got another comment in the chat from Koo's Dream. Can you get a rat up my drain pipe, please? Okay, guys, he's asking for it. If you've got any offers to get your rat up Koo's drain pipe, then go for it. He loves Instagram messages. Koo loves receiving Instagram messages from random people that he doesn't know. So go to Koo's Instagram and send him a message saying, "Can I put my rat up your drain pipe, please?" Okie dokie. I need to figure out how to get this definition. Okay, number 6, to jump someone's bones. Definition is to have sex with someone quickly or with lust. Now, lust is an interesting English word. We often confuse lust with love. And when you really, really want someone, you really, really need someone, you can't live without them for the first few months of your relationship, this is lust. Love is more deeper meaning, more long term. So a lot of the time that men confuse themselves with wanting somebody so much, they want to jump that girl's bones, or this girl wants to jump that guy's bones. It's more about lust than it is about love. So there we go, jump someone's bones. Comments in the comment section if you've heard any of these expressions before, because they're going to go thick and fast, just like something else that I know. Okie dokie, we're on to number 7 already. And guess what number 7 means? Number 7 means 做爱. So far we've had 7 examples and they all mean 做爱. To go at it, hammer and tongs. Hammer and tongs. A hammer is something that you hit something with. Tongs is that you hold something with. So if you've got a set of tongs holding a piece of metal, and then you've got a hammer hitting it, then you're going at it hammer and tongs. You're holding something in place while you pound it with your hammer. Oh my goodness, this is, Mom, if you're anywhere near this live stream, get the hell away from it. Okie dokie, number 8. What the hell am I doing? Number 8. A knee trembler. A knee trembler. A quick, often rough sexual encounter, usually standing up. Again, your knees will tremble, will shake. My right hand doesn't shake very much at the moment. But a knee trembler means a very quick sexual encounter. So let me see if I can put some of these together. I wanted to get my leg over at the weekend, and I was like a rat up a drain pipe when I had a bit of How's Your Father and horizontal jogging before battening down the hatches, and I jumped her bones to go at it hammer and tongs before we had a quick knee trembler. Boom, perfect. What more do you need to know in English other than those 8 or 9 phrases? Alan, what were you doing right before you made this list? I was editing my English course. Good question, Topher. I was editing my 英式英文课程, which is available at the link in the description down below. In fact, you've just reminded me, Topher, I might even put it into the comments, because I might even put it into the chat and pin that at the top, because why not? Everybody needs a little bit of English instruction sometimes. And if there's one thing I know about Taiwanese people that watch my videos, Taiwanese people don't buy t-shirts. T-shirts don't improve your life. Taiwanese people don't buy flip-flops. Flip-flops don't improve your life. But what do Taiwanese people do? The smartest people in the world. What do Taiwanese people love to do is invest in themselves and buy courses and learn something. So I have a course at the link in the chat, at the top of the chat. You can go and sign up to my course. An incredibly good deal, $12.99 for 10 pre-prepared, pre-recorded video lessons. So go check it out, sign up, and get yourself, get your British English improved. We're up to number 9 or 10. Get one's end away. To get your end away. Again, on a Monday morning, you go to work, your coworker might say, did you get your end away this weekend? Did you do that? Did you have sex? Did you get your end away? Maybe your friend invites you out for a drink and you say, oh no, I'm hoping to get my end away with my girlfriend tonight. I'm hoping to get my end away with would a girl say that? No, it's a boy. Only a man will say get your end away, because get your end away means the end of your toti, as William would call it. Let's not bring William into this. Let's keep moving on. And we're on to number 10. This is okay. Number 10 is probably the first idiom that we've had that doesn't actually involve doing something naughty. It's the opposite. Not getting any. I'm not getting any means you don't have to say anything else other than I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any. The intonation is really important. I'm not getting any means your girlfriend or your boyfriend is not giving you the required amount of times that you're looking to have fun together and sleep together. So not getting any. Yes, Kaylin's tech. Did you get any? Did you get any? Kaylin seems like Kaylin. Is that a boy or a girl? Kaylin is a unisex name. So let's wait and see if Kaylin got any recently. Okay, Canadian guy. Oh, so you're Canadian. So you're definitely not getting any. It's way too cold up there to take off your pants, right? Haha. Humor. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna keep this nice and quick. I want to keep this short and sweet as possible. Lama Corporation. Did you score? Yes. Another way to say did you score would be Yeah, another way to say did you get any would be did you score. But did you score to me would mean more like, did you pull? Did you get someone's phone number maybe? Did you hook up? Doesn't necessarily mean make love or have sex. It's more like did you score is like did you pull. Let me try and get comfortable on this sofa because it's going to be a long night. Number 11, we are flying through these. How long have we been going? We've been going 21 minutes, so let's try our best to move through them as quickly as possible. I really want to know how to... A roll in the hay. A casual sexual encounter. A roll in the hay. Probably a little bit more old-fashioned than some of the ones we've been mentioning, but a roll in the hay, as you can imagine, on a farm, the hay, the dry grass, it's very comfortable, it's very convenient for certain encounters, such as making whoopee. Making whoopee is the next one. Making whoopee. To make whoopee, to make sweet, sweet love, but said in a playful, almost old-fashioned way. So again, this is something that to make whoopee. Would my mum and dad say this, or would my grandparents say this? Probably more like my grandparents, which is even more terrifying to think about. Lama Lama says, I see. It's in general that if someone achieves some milestone in a relationship or a date or one night stand. Yeah, exactly that. So did you score? So for example, if I was dating a girl and I was hoping that I was going to kiss her that first night or that second night or that third night, and that was my goal, then you would say, did you score? Did you score on Saturday night? Means did you achieve your goal? Milestone, perfect. Hong Shensheng, a member of the channel. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Hong Shensheng. We are flying through some. Oh, this one is very interesting. Now we're getting more interesting, not just talking about making whoopee. A bit on the side. A bit on the side, meaning an extramarital affair or casual fling. Some people may have heard of a side hustle, a side chick, a side piece, which means like or side arm, which is your gun. There's many ways to use the side. It just means something extra, something more than normal. So a bit on the side would be you have a 小三 or 小王 or 小四, 小五. So a bit on the side is 劈腿, 一个小三, 小王. Or you can tell me, what about what's the way in Chinese to talk about a 小三 that's maybe more interesting or more 特别, more special, a side dish. Yeah, just like, for example, I can say Uncle Topher is my side dish, but Ku is the main meal. Anyway, okay, we're getting some more interesting ones now. Thank the Lord for that. I wonder if I'm going to keep this video up, because if I keep this video up, it's got no subtitles. Okay, no spring chicken. Someone who is not young anymore, and sometimes in a romantic or sexual way. I kind of disagree with the romantic or sexual way. No spring chicken just means somebody that's getting on in life, getting older. So maybe if you see an abe or a susu in the park trying to play football with the kids and his back is hurting, he's slow to move, you would say he's no spring chicken. So I certainly am no spring chicken. You can imagine what is a spring chicken. I've just had a message from someone wrong. wrong, who's registered for my course. Thank you so much. My course is available at the link in the chat, wherever the chat is. The chat is here somewhere. And my course is going live on Monday. The first lesson is going live on YouTube on Monday. Everybody who subscribes will be able to watch it, learn from it, improve your British English, and learn with me, learn my way of teaching, like how I've been teaching for 16, 17 years. So please get subscribed, get registered. If you have a friend that you think, if you've got a friend whose English is shit, then send them my way. Or if your English is shit, then come along with me, because I'm happy to help you. Next one, very simple. In the buff. In the buff. In the buff means naked. Up the duff. Yeah, very good. Free China, my very good friend Lewis, has a great channel in currently filming out of England, but also very Taiwan, China related. If you want to explain in the chat what is up the duff, then feel free. And someone said, I didn't know spring chicken can be used in a romantic sexual way. I thought it's just simply applied to people who are not young anymore. Yeah, me too. Maybe if I was in bed with somebody and I didn't perform as well as I usually do, then I would say, oh, sorry, I'm no spring chicken. And she would say, or he would say, yeah, that's obvious. So, yeah, good explanation. Up the duff means somebody who is preggers or pregnant. But yeah, in the buff means naked. So for example, me and Ku were in the buff, in the shower, in the military, 两相部队, true story, and brought us much closer to each other. Anyway, okay, keep it under your hat. This is not naughty. I don't know why my software has thrown up keep it under your hat. Okay. It's sometimes cheekily applied to affairs or saucy gossip. So, if you find out that your boss is what did we say? If your boss at work has a bit on the side, you will keep it under your hat and you won't let the cat out of the bag. There's a bonus one for you there. So keep something under your hat. Got a hat on, put the information under your hat. Don't share it. Keep it secret. Next one. Number 17. We are flying. Okay, we're gonna be done with this hopefully in about an hour or so. So it's exactly what I'm planning to do. The next expression, playing away. Playing away. To have an affair while in a relationship. So if you imagine a home team, a home baseball team, Xiangxing Xiongdi, is it Zhongxin Xiongdi, the baseball team of Taichung, sometimes they play away in Xinbeishi against the Guardians, or in Kaohsiung against the Monkeys. That's playing away from home. So if you play away, then that means you're not having fun at home, you're not competing at home, you're having an affair somewhere else from where you should be playing. Okie dokie. Number 18, to be on the job. To be on the job. What are you doing? I'm on the job. Means I'm working, I'm busy, I'm doing something more important. Now, it also does mean to be having sex. But if you're answering your phone while you're having sex, then you have some other issues. Then you've got issues more than what you expect, because you shouldn't really be answering your phone saying, I'm on the job. Free China has another one. Netflix and chill. That's true. My internet is being cut off at home, so I don't have any Netflix. So just lots of chilling for me. And oh, my computer is about to pop its clogs. Let me just see if I can charge my computer. Nice. Okay, so where are we up to? To be on the job. Yes, to be on the job means busy working or busy doing something is more important. Probably shouldn't be answering your phone while on the job. This one is quite useful. This one is to the birds and the bees. The birds and the bees. This is what we could talk about when introducing the concept of sexual relationships to children, or reproduction, as it says in the description. So to be on the to explain the birds and the bees means why do we say birds and the bees? Let me see if it gives me an explanation. Okay, because the way that a bee pollinates the flower is more beautiful than talking about the the actual thing that's happening. So birds and the bees became more popular in the 19th century through poetry and songs. But yeah, if you explain the birds and the bees to the children, you tell them when a man loves a woman, blah blah blah, this is going to happen. Pollinate flowers and drop seeds. Sounds like a typical weekend for Uncle Topher. Pollinating flowers and dropping seeds. Okay, we've got an interesting, our first one from a Taiwanese perspective. Llama Llama Corporation. Do you want to come to my place to see my cat do backflips? I think this would translate into English so well. I should actually go back to England and try to use Taiwanese chat-up lines in English on British girls. Should I put this light on? 差不多. And see how well they work. If I went into a bar and said to a British girl, do you want to come back to my place and see my cat do backflips? I think it would go down well. I think it would be successful. So yeah, thanks for the contribution in Chinese. If you have any Chinese idioms that match what we're talking about, naughty, saucy, spicy, then please feel free to comment down below. Okay, we're back to the basics with a bunk up. I've got a feeling that a bunk up is more American English than British English. A bunk is two beds that are on top of each other. So often, like, brothers and sisters will sleep in bunk beds. So to bunk up with someone or have a bunk up means to share the same bed or share the same bedroom. So again, it means to have sex, to jump on the good legs. Okie dokie. Do we just keep going with these if they mean the same thing? Okay, I'm gonna slightly edit the list of 50 because most of them are just about shagging. And and I want to give you more sort of interesting ones. Okay, the next idiom related to being naughty or spicy is to be hot under the collar. So a collar is usually a shirt will have a collar, and then if you get hot under the collar, it means you're flustered, you're embarrassed, you're feeling excited, you're feeling a little bit naughty. So I was hot under the collar when Uncle Topher was sitting next to me on the sofa last week. There's a perfect example of to be hot under the collar. Okay, this one is also regarding the old so but it also has a better meaning. Wait a moment. Uncle Topher says in the USA it means angry. To be hot under the collar means angry? Really? We're learning something. We've got correspondents out in the wild giving us information as we speak. So to be hot under the collar can be excited or it can also be angry. I guess that's similar to pissed, like to be pissed off or to be angry or to be drunk in English and Chinese are often interchangeable. Number 22, I guess, 23 maybe. To be shagged out. Shagged out. I always thought of it closer to be aroused. I also thought it similar to get under your skin. You can see how it's so important to be perfect when it comes to using idioms. I guess it's the same in Chinese when you're using 成语, 成语, you can't make a mistake. You can't have one character wrong. You have to have it pretty much perfect. Like 开心就好, 开心就好. Like to be happy is the most important, or to be happy is more. If I say 快乐就好, does it have the same meaning? Probably not, but you have to translate it perfectly. So, okay, back to the example. To be shagged out means extremely tired. Shagged. Shag is the most British word you could possibly imagine. There's a movie called Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and he's like the most British character in this movie, and he's like, fancy a shag, baby? Do you want to shag me now or shag me later? And American people don't really fully understand the meaning of shag. So to be shagged out means that feeling of being completely exhausted after shagging. So yeah, we are learning, right? We are learning a lot. So earlier we learned about a knee trembler. A knee trembler. A knee trembler is like a very quick sexual encounter, but a quickie is the same thing, but you maybe will say to your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend before he goes to work, "Oh, give us a quickie." Like, let's not make this a long drawn out experience. Let's just get it done, go to work on a smile, with a smile, and no questions asked. No romance, no foreplay, no warming up the car before revving it so hard. Just have a quickie. Okay. The next one, okay, I'm up to 26 on my list, but I'm not too sure if I've skipped some out. But anyway, 26. Okay, I know that any Westerners watching this are going to laugh when they see this. Don't come a knocking if the van is rocking. If you're living in a camper van, which God forbid I have to mention this, my mum and dad also have a camper van, 露营车, where you can drive around. The house is in the back and you drive your house around. If the van is rocking side to side, don't come knocking on the door. This is exactly what it means. And there's only one reason that the van is knocking, and that's because me mom and dad are shagging. So don't go knocking. Okay. Okay, this is the funniest one we've had so far, and it's something I don't think I've ever used, but I think that my ex-wife Amor would use this one. Making the beast with two backs. Again, having sex, two bodies, two people joined together as one. They have two backs. Their backside is double. So you're making a beast, making an animal that has two backs. You're joining together. I know she's very busy and probably studying for her university, but Amor would find this stream very funny. Maybe I'll send her a link. Okay. Okay, so number 31 to 50 are not so much about sexual stuff. They're just using foul language, or yeah. This one is probably one of the most British things that we can do. Is that the most British idioms we can say, and the most British things that we can do to take the piss out of someone. Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the fucking piss? Should I swear so much? But that's how we would say it. He's taking the piss out of me? Or is he taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. Would be like, don't tease me. Don't mock me. Don't, 不要 God, I don't know how to say take the piss out of someone in Chinese. 怪我吗? 怪我, I don't know. Don't tease me. So if I have a new hat and I think my hat is super cool and I go to the bar and Prozzy or Koo or Topher say, what the fuck is that hat? What the hell are you wearing on your head? They're taking the piss. I'll be like, don't take the piss. I'm trying to wear a new hat. So this is something that's very, very common in British, is to take the piss out of someone. Okie dokie. Number 32. Big talk. To talk big is to be all mouth and no trousers. 不要瞧我，应该是 maybe that's the reason, the definition. All mouth and no trousers. This means somebody who talks a big game but actually doesn't perform. So you might meet a guy that says, "Oh yeah, I've slept with 100 girls in this town," but actually he's not. He's just all mouth and no trousers. Do I know anybody who's all mouth and no trousers? Not really. Okie dokie. Again, using the word piss, which again, piss is a very British swear word. If somebody couldn't organize a piss up in a brewery. Okay, let me try. 他不能在啤酒厂整理一个啤酒排队. All talk, no walk. Yeah, the same thing. All mouth, no trousers. Couldn't organize a piss up in a brewery. All talk, no walk. All bark, no bite. Like a dog will woof woof, will bark, but not bite you. Again, this is the same kind of expression that we're looking at here. But if you couldn't organize a piss up in a brewery, it means you're useless. You couldn't organize anything because it's so easy to organize a piss up in a brewery. Number 35, I think. We're losing count. If something goes wrong, it goes tits up. Tits up. Now, tits are breasts or boobs. And of course, on an animal, they point down. Like if you imagine a cow with its udders or its tits, then they're going down. If that cow dies, they go up. The tits go up. So something's gone wrong. So if something goes tits up, it means it's gone completely wrong. What went tits up for me? Sometimes English class goes tits up. The students aren't following what you say. The computer isn't working with the projector, the whiteboard, the ink, the markers have no ink. My lesson just went tits up. Sometimes videos go tits up. In the same vein or the same meaning as tits up, we can have a dog's dinner. 一只狗的晚餐. A dog's dinner. If it's a mess or a disaster, something goes completely wrong. This one is actually in my course. So should I be teaching this now? Not really. If you want to know about a dog's dinner, then go sign up, register for my course. My course is in the description down below. It's in the chat over here somewhere, and it's in the link in the description. If you want to study English from a British point of view with somebody that you've connected with, a YouTuber that you've watched many times before, somebody whose English you don't struggle to understand, then go sign up down below. Llama Llama says, is there any similar to American idioms? Some of these idioms that I've mentioned are quite American. I'm trying to figure out which. A bunk up. A bunk up was probably the most American one. If Topher is still watching, he can comment with his examples of American idioms. The next idiom we're going to go for. I know I'm going very quick, but I want to be as quick as possible and don't waste your time. Okay, this one is This one reminds me perfectly of my mum. My mum would say this on a regular basis. To be up shit creek without a paddle. Now, up shit creek means you're in a river. A creek is like a river. A shit creek is a river made of shit. Is a river made of shit, and you're in a boat with no paddle, no oar, nothing to move. So what it means is you're stuck in a river of shit, and there's no way to get out. So if you're up shit creek without a paddle, then you're in a pretty bad situation. And yes, if I every time I hear this, I think it's my mum's favorite expression. Uh, we've got 7 more, but I'm trying to find out. Okay, let's go to number 45. To spend a penny. To spend a penny, 花一块钱 or 花一 a penny is 不是一块钱是0.01 yuan. Anyway, to spend a penny means to go to the toilet, but just to go for number 1, go for a pee, 去尿尿. If you go for number 2s, then we would say, what would we say? Oh my goodness. To drop the we would say, I'm going to drop the kids at the swimming pool, which to most non-native speakers sounds like you're going to drive your kids to go swimming at the swimming pool, but actually to drop the kids off at the pool means to go for number 2s, 去大便. So spend a penny, number 1, drop the kids off at the pool, number 2. I think in Chinese you just say 小的还是大的. When I used to have students that would tell me, teacher, I want to go to the bathroom, if there was a Taiwanese teacher in the classroom, they would say, 大的还小的还是大的? Like they want to know how long are you going to be? Are you going to be taking 1 minute or 5 minutes? Maybe I'm wrong with that, but I've got a feeling in Chinese they say big or small. Okie dokie. I'm going to give you 2 more because the last one I want to be the naughtiest British idiom ever. Okay, number 49, let's say number 49, to have a butcher's. Now, a butcher's is Cockney rhyming slang. It's not just an idiom, it's actually a butcher's hook. 一个买肉的人的狗, a hook. So a butcher's hook rhymes with look. So it means let's have a look. So give me a butcher's means give me a look. Now we're going to finish this with the most naughty British English idiom. And yes, I'm asking ChatGPT because that's been saving my life recently. I'm very disappointed with its suggestion, so I'm going to ask it to be more naughty than this. Now we're talking. Properly naughty British idioms. It's come up with get your leg over, which I started with at the very start. Making the beast with 2 backs. How about you guys? If you have any suggestions, you can comment down below with your most naughty British idioms. Yeah, this is giving me the top 5 that I've already given you. If I was to give you a personal, can't be fucked would probably be my example off the top of my head, which means I can't be bothered, I don't want to do it, I can't risk the possibility of it making me tired, so I couldn't be fucked to do something. Yes, it's not safe for work. Yes, it's profanity, but this is how English works. English works very much so with some profanity here and there. So that's my video on the top 50 British naughty idioms. I'm going to leave this one up online. If you still watched to the very end, go check out the link in the description down below. Register for my English course. The price at the moment is a very reasonable $12.99 Taiwanese dollars. The full price after it goes live will be again a pretty reasonable $18.99 compared to some other courses that are being flogged online. I don't have expensive production costs, production agencies that I have to give half my money to. All the money goes into providing you guys with the most comprehensive, real, raw British English that you could imagine. So yeah, I just noticed I was about to ask for some questions in the chat, and Kaylin's Tech mentioned shagadelic. Shagadelic, it's kind of cute. Probably not used as often as we would imagine, but yeah, thanks to everybody that contributed to the stream. It's been almost an hour. I think that's more than enough for a live stream. And yeah, I really hope you guys can benefit from my English course. I just want you guys to learn and believe in yourselves that English is not something that's unachievable. It's something that we can all achieve together and communicate and learn, and other motivational things that I could insert here. Can insert your own, but I think that's time for me to say goodbye. I'll check the chat. Is not any more questions. As for now, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace. Bye bye. Boom.